evening, everybody. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for SciFridays with the Captain and the Vince. You say hi to everybody, Vincent? Nope. Big rock. Boom. All right, I just got in from outer space.
What's that?
Oh, that's the insert for my helmet. And, what the heck? So the captain has to actually get his actual hat. For those who do not know, that is Tev Carson's helmet. Portrayed by one Paul Lee on The Mandalorian and Ahsoka. And, yeah, his real name, he's awesome, though. So what's up, Vince? How are we doing today?
I want to be in that Cars reality checkup. It's got Dr. Garcia.
Yeah. He's got a crush on Dr. Garcia. Yeah. So, as always, SciFridays is brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book, collectible, video game, magic, toy, role-playing, and more store located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pequot, Ohio, 45356. So, man, this week's been crazy busy. It's been super busy. Everybody's been coming out of the woodwork. I have more Pokemon games at the shop than I think I've ever had, ever. It's insane. Insane. Like, even good ones. And, wow. We've been getting a lot of good stuff. So you can check us out over at Facebook at RU Game. And you can see all the cool stuff we got over there. But this week's been crazy, not gonna lie. A lot going on this week. Just busy stuff, man. Check local listings for weather near you. It goes from being super hot to raining, torrential downpour, to being cool today, and it'll be hot tomorrow. So, yeah, that's... And I'm not gonna lie, yesterday, had a huge manic episode. I was wired for sound the entire day. Just bouncing off the dang walls. So, and you think I would have done this yesterday because I would have had time and the energy to do it. But instead, I wait till today because I don't want to do another episode while I'm having a manic episode. You already got to see one of those. And I don't want you to see another one. No, just me over. It's literally the captain cranked up to like, they say it's, all these characters are you cranked up to 11. I'd be like a 14 or a 15 in manic mode. So I'm going through some stuff recently, and I'm looking at some old sci-fi magazines, looking at some old sci-fi books and stuff like that, and watching old Star Trek and going through all this old stuff, and I'm like, man. Those special effects were so good back in the day. So good back in the day. And then I go to watch, a 4K version. I went, nope. We're going back. We'll go back one set. You can go back to like DVD. Some movies, the best quality you want, not the best quality you can get, the best quality you want, is only DVD quality. I'm a huge Godzilla fan, for anybody that knows it. Love my Godzilla. Love my giant monster movies. I had to backtrack. The new Godzilla movies are fine. Those are all CGI. There's no strings. There's no suits. There's no nothing. But when you go back to watch those Godzilla movies now with 4K and you see the strings, you see the zippers, you see the seams, you see everything. Too crystal clear. I'm now a firm believer that certain movies should never go above a certain quality, because when it goes above that, you're just like, that looks horrible because it looks too good. I never thought in my entire life did I ever think I would say something can look too good in a movie. But it can. It certainly can. So, I know I'm going to go on a rant a little bit, but I want to go ahead and start this episode off was some Viper. Viper, the show that just suddenly changes in between first season and second season. And, they're probably for cost reasons, I'm sure. Because, it's expensive. And they probably were only getting, Chrysler was probably only paying like 3/4 of an episode. Or not even like 3/4, like a third of an episode was getting paid for by Chrysler. And they were supplying all of the, Vipers. So, could be worse. Could be the what happened with the Masters of the Universe movie in 1987. Canon Films and Mattel were supposed to do 50-50, and when they started making the movie, Canon Films started spending their money on other stuff. So they were using all Mattel money to film the Masters of the Universe movie. That's why if you go back and watch, because I can't air this one. I would love to be able to air this. Go watch the end of that where they have the sword and sword. Yeah, they filmed that till last, thinking that they would be able to get more money so they could film an end to it. Canon still would not give them enough money, so legitimately they went in and basically filmed it in a garage and filmed the end of it so the movie would have an ending, because Canon Films stole all the money and moved it to allocated it towards, I want to say, the Spider-Man movie that never happened. So we can blame Canon Film. That's what I'm going to do. The reason we have this huge change in between seasons is Canon's Film fault. Don't quote me on that. It's 100% not right. But here you guys go. This is Viper Season 2, Episode 3. Enjoy.
When I got the page, I thought something's not kosher. Now that I see we're all here, I'm certain of it.
Yeah, I'm sure Benny just called us here for some kind of briefing, no?
Yeah, well, driving over here, I put in a 911 to our backup.
You called in a code 7. That's a last resort call.
I'm telling you, something's not right.
Good day, gentlemen.
Brand, where's Benny?
Well, the captain asked me to meet you in his place.
He said he received a suspicious page from you calling him to an emergency meeting. As soon as we got the code 7, we were on our way.
I didn't send any pages, Wesley.
But Captain, you're the only person authorized.
Damn it, I know that. This means we're looking at a major security breach. And the only thing more serious would be if your team's cover was blown.
That's it up there.
We're approaching the rendezvous point.
Now, you've succeeded in infiltrating the syndicate's families. Gathered enough evidence to shut them down for good. Now, I speak for the captain when I say this is the most effective deep cover operation we've ever had.
Building 43.
Let's have a look around.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, Operation Broadside, it's terminated.
Whoa. We're on the verge of putting these guys away.
Well, see, that's the problem. You knew the job was dangerous when you took it, boys.
We're going in.
Captain Benning, we have a field emergency. All 4 deep cover officers have been shot.
It prowls the streets in the pursuit of justice. Its origins are secret. Its technology, 21st century. Its existence, officially disavowed. But its presence, undeniable. The perfect weapon for an imperfect future. Viper.
Air support in your vicinity. Hold on, I'll patch you through.
This is Condor 1, over.
This is Special Agent Cole. I'm in pursuit of a blue Talon. Last seen heading east in the Telford rail yard, over.
Roger that. I'm covering the area. Is that you in the Red Viper, Cole?
Just give me a lock on the Talon, Condor 1.
Copy that. Still looking.
Condor 1, do you have a visual on the Talon?
Turn right at 12th Street.
Condor 1, I need a precise location.
Sorry, Cole, I got a code 3 downtown. I gotta run. Condor 1 out.
It had to have been a syndicate hit. The mob must have pulled their covers.
Yeah, but 4 cops infiltrated into 4 different families. I mean, how could they all be exposed at the same time?
It had to be set up by someone on the inside.
Another cop.
We're gonna find out. What do you say we start with Captain Benning?
Well, forget it, Cole. I've known the man my whole life. He's incorruptible.
Well, I'm not accusing him of anything. But he is Metropol's oversight officer in Operation Broadside.
If you want to question him, go ahead. I mean, I'm sure he'll tell you everything he knows.
You're not coming along?
It'd be like interrogating my father. You can handle this one on your own.
Not for a while, you can't. Benning's behind closed doors. The police commission convened an emergency inquest into the murders about a half an hour ago.
Well, our only other lead is the Condor pilot. Did you pull his file, Allie?
Mm-hmm. Lieutenant Mitchell Gage, ex-air cab, career sky cop, spotless record.
Yeah, and a liar.
What are you talking about?
I checked the dispatch records. There was no code 3 issued to the Condor this afternoon.
You ditched me on purpose?
And this guy is flying Metropol's aerial equivalent of the Viper?
Wait a minute, hold on, okay? There's no comparison.
The fact is, Gage pilots a powerful aircraft with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment. If he would have stuck to that chase, whoever killed those cops would be behind bars right now.
That's why I've arranged to go undercover in the Condor division. I'll be flying with Gage in the morning.
A police department spokesperson reported the 4 gunned-down officers were involved in a highly sensitive operation, and they are not releasing their names at this time. When asked if there were any suspects in these murders, the spokesperson said, not at this early stage.
I don't know a cop in this city who wouldn't love to have 5 minutes alone with the guys who did this.
I do.
Huh?
Nothing. Hey, why don't you take off, Rick? I'll put her to bed.
You sure?
Yeah, get out of here.
See you in the morning, man.
Okay. Damn!
Careful, Gage. That's city property.
You murdering son of a bitch!
Nice work today. Keeping that red car off my tail. Nice.
Are you assuring me? Hey, Mitch, no one gets hurt.
I was just doing my job. Those boys were in the way.
Of what?
The payday of a lifetime. You take the top 4 syndicates in the city and you pool the resources, you can come up with a mighty attractive salary. Now they asked me to flush out some moles. I get a hold of Benning's access codes, which gets me in any files I want, and I do it.
4 cops, man. You killed 4 cops and made me an accessory. Now, I didn't buy in for this. Not murder.
You bought in because your ex-wife spent every penny you made. And even more that you didn't. You're not too good with women, are you, Gage? Well, guess what? You're not broke anymore. Well, you can even make your next child support payment.
No, you know what? Keep your money. I don't want it.
Well, you think you can pull out simple as that? You said it yourself. You are an accessory.
Those were good cops.
We were all good cops once. Now, I told you they were in the way.
So you just kill whoever gets in your way, is that it?
If it means setting myself up, never having to worry about anything for the rest of my life? You bet your ass I do. Now, I promised you a big payday too, didn't I? Well, now that this infiltration problem is behind us, we're clear to carry on with our plan. And it's going to put 6 figures in your pocket, and it's guaranteed.
No more. I'm out, baby.
You know, the syndicate boys, they had no problem scrolling in the chips to take care of those cops. So if you bail on me now, you'll wind up like them. You think about it, Gage. 6 figures. And all you gotta do is be in the sky when we need you.
Yeah, that's 3rd floor, and here's 3rd floor.
Captain Benning? Cole. What are you doing here?
We need to talk.
Can't this wait till morning? I've been answering questions all night.
You do want to find out who did this, don't you, Captain? Isn't that why we're on the case?
Of course I do. Those men were operating under my watch. I was responsible for every one of them.
So who do you think called the meeting?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
You didn't know anything about it?
No. And I resent the inference that I did, whether it comes from you or those jackasses on the commission.
I'm just trying to get to the truth here, Captain.
We all are.
We know the deep cover men all received coded messages on their pagers, which brought them to Building 43.
The only people who had access to the pager numbers or the codes were me and the 4 cops. Officially, no one else has higher security clearance.
Is there a chance someone could have dug out the information?
I don't know any security system that's 100%. Do you?
So it could have been anyone. The syndicate, another cop. Can you have those pagers released to me?
Yeah, well, if you're heading the investigation, then I guess they're yours. Listen, I'm beat. And the bottom line is, I don't have a clue.
All right, go home and get some rest. I'll call you if anything comes up.
Yeah, you do that. By the way, why didn't Cameron come with you?
She said it would be like interrogating her father.
Yeah, that's just like her. Oh, Vic, what are you doing here at this hour?
Actually, I was looking for you. I guess they gave you quite a grilling upstairs, huh?
You had 5 hours in the hot seat.
It's a sad thing to see. Cops turning on cops.
What do you mean?
I mean you're coming with me. Now move.
Quite an impressive piece of machinery.
I could say the same. Can I help you?
Officer Westlake.
Rick Daly. I'm the mechanic for this bird.
And I'm the new flight trainee.
You are?
Is there a problem?
I think you better talk to Lieutenant Gage. He's over there.
Thanks.
To be honest, sir, I don't feel this is the appropriate time to saddle me with the inexperienced, wet behind the ears rookie. Well, she's a rookie as far as flight assignments go. I understand. Yes, sir.
Got a towel, Lieutenant?
Excuse me?
I think I need to dry off behind my ears.
You're the flight trainee.
The rookie you've been saddled with.
Look, I'm sorry if I...
Got caught? Cameron Westlake.
Mitchell Gage. Look, about this training program.
You have no idea how I had to wrangle to get this assignment. Covering the city from the air is something I've always dreamed of doing.
I was just telling the captain that this might not be the best time for me.
Why not?
Personal reasons. I've been thinking about taking a leave of absence.
Would that take effect today?
You really want to go up, don't you?
That's why I'm here, Lieutenant.
Okay. Come on.
Look at that. Positive 4G capability. It's amazing.
You imagine redlining a 260 straight up in a helicopter?
Virtually, maybe, but I'll give the real thing a pass.
I mean, check this out. Look at this. Infrared windshield, satellite technology in the surveillance systems. You know, if you're thinking about a Christmas present...
It sounds like you have a case of gadget envy.
Oh, come on. I'll put up our car against this rototiller anytime.
You got him.
All four of them.
Hey, you know, I was thinking about getting a beeper. Oh, man, what is that, blood?
They were on the murdered cops. That's how they got called to the train yard. You think you can dig anything out of them?
Well, encoded in every message is the phone number it's called from. It doesn't appear on the pager's display, but it is stored in memory. I can break the code. It'll just take some time.
I'm counting on you, Ellie. You get the caller's number, we'll know who led those guys to their deaths.
The main rotor can take a direct hit from a 50 caliber shell and still bring you safely home. Night vision sightings built directly into the windshield. We got high-resolution digital cameras that can read the date on the dime at 3,000 feet. The Condor has a communication system that can tap into anything from a kid on the walkie-talkie to Strategic Air Command.
You got the world at your fingertips up here.
No, that's the whole idea.
You really love this, don't you?
It's all I ever wanted to do.
Well, they say you're the best pilot in the force.
I never would have got this assignment if the brass didn't have the confidence.
So what happened yesterday?
What do you mean?
Weren't you involved in pursuing the getaway car after those 4 cops were killed?
It's all in my report. There was a federal agent on the ground chasing the suspect's vehicle. He called for aerial support, then radioed back that he had the situation under control. He must have lost him after I left the scene.
There's a rumor floating around the department that it was another cop that sold those guys out.
If it's true, they should hang the bastard.
So do you believe it's true?
I hate to think so, but you know how it is. Every cop gets his hands a little dirty sometimes. How'd you like it?
You know, I could get used to this assignment.
You, heading back to Central?
Yeah, I got a report in.
Do me a favor, file that report on that robbery suspect we ran down.
No problem. I'm the trainee.
And be back here at 4 for another patrol.
Yes, sir. Hey, Mitch.
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
Yeah. She lives with her mom in Phoenix.
Do you see her much?
A couple of times a year.
She's beautiful.
Thanks. She is.
You know what? It just doesn't make any sense. Why would the syndicate draw heat on itself with a hit like this?
4 dead cops. It's pretty high profile.
The only thing I can figure is there's something big going down, and the deep cover guys were in the way.
Must be one hell of a job to take that kind of a risk.
Hey, I got it. That's the phone number the last page was called from. Now we'll just cross-feed that into the Metro directory.
And the page came from a payphone. Could have been anyone.
Well, we have 3 more to try.
You're gonna kill him, Rand! Hear that? We don't want that. One more time. They risk. I told you! I don't know what you're talking about! You thought you were gonna take a fall in front of the commission? That's nothing compared to what's gonna happen to you here. Vic! You can't do this! Give up the location, Harold. I can't! And you're gonna take a flying leap. Harold! I'll kill you! Let's up! Metro! Carnage in the shipping! That's the front company? Yes! Rand, what are you doing? Shut up and fly!
If we can maximize the timing and fuel curve, we can boost the performance by 10%.
You know, it's not that I don't appreciate the input, Cole, but do I intrude in your world behind the wheel?
Sometimes.
Yeah, well, dealing with automobile engines is a lifelong Zen-like journey for me. It all began, so to speak, in my Uncle Vinny's garage in Schenectady.
That's the last pager, Cole. Same number.
Did you get the location on the payphone?
6th and Main, middle of downtown.
Hey, Westlake! Having never had the pleasure, I have to say that is the definitive fashion statement for you.
Not now, Frankie.
What's wrong?
They killed Harold Benning.
Oh, no.
I'm really sorry, Cam.
Now, he gave me this assignment. If it wasn't for him, I'd still be writing traffic tickets.
Hey, look, Westlake, about that fashion statement remark.
How did he die?
Some hikers found him in the middle of nowhere. Every bone in his body was broken.
Oh, man, they beat him that badly?
No, it's more like he fell from a high distance. Like a helicopter.
You were with Gage all day, weren't you?
I left the Condor hangar around 12. Picked up the news when I left Central 20 minutes ago.
Allie, grab the spectroscope. You're coming with me.
I doubt there'll be any usable fingerprints.
Well, give it a shot. I'll start with this cappuccino guy across the street. Maybe somebody around here remembers seeing who made those calls. All right, thanks anyway.
Okay.
Allie!
You got an eyewitness?
Maybe better than that. All right, we know the pages came in around 3.
So we'll fast forward.
There's no one there.
There.
Freeze it.
Push in. And add a little resolution.
I know that guy. Victor Rand is a detective with Metropole. I just saw his name somewhere. Do you have Gage's personnel file?
Mm-hmm, right there.
Here it is.
Gage's letter of recommendation to be placed in the Condor Division.
Signed by Detective Victor Rand.
What's your take on Gage?
He's He's got nice guy written all over him, but I guarantee you he's in this up to his ears. That report on the pursuit is a work of fiction.
Frankie, get down to Metropole, put a tracer on Rand's car. Okay, on my way. This has to be about something more than just killing cops. My guess is the syndicates want them exposed and out of their way because there's something big going down. The cops would have stopped them. If we stay on Rand, we might be able to finish the job that these deep cover guys gave their lives for.
Okay, Detective Rand. Which one of these babies is yours, huh?
Park it over there.
Okay. This bugs for you.
Hey! What's the matter with you? You crazy? Huh?
Good work, Frankie. Went into the warehouse. You pick anything else up on the tracker?
Yeah, Rand made a phone call on the way over. He was talking about the giant payday they'll have tomorrow.
I'm gonna see what's going on in there. Drop it. Look, guys, I don't know what's going on here, but I was just passing through town. I must have taken a wrong turn.
Oh, you don't know how true that is.
I knew Benny by reputation only. I always heard he was one of the good guys.
He was like family to me. We used to call him Uncle when I was a little girl.
I didn't realize you were so close. I'm sorry.
Whoever's responsible for killing him, they're the ones that are going to be sorry.
That's it. All right.
Load up those crates. Look, I don't know what you guys got going here. And to tell you the truth, I don't want to know.
Who the hell are you?
My name's Eddie Morris. I was looking for a gas station. Like I said, I took a wrong turn. I thought somebody in here could give me directions.
Is it a habit of yours to carry a gun, Eddie?
I'm on the road a lot. Streets are pretty dangerous these days.
Let me see that.
I've got a permit.
Oh, I'll bet you do. Beretta 92F, federal issue. Let's find out who this guy is and kill him.
Frankie, Cole's been away from the car too long.
So, get those little fingers working. Let's take a look around.
You read my mind.
I caught my girlfriend in a sack with a cowboy. I hit the road 3 days ago, and I'm just cruising to the coast.
Cut the bull! You're either a Fed or you're with internal affairs. Now, which is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
See that? Now, what about the car?
I stole the car. I was gonna ditch it around here. Split.
This guy's very good. Much more of a challenge than the last one. Of course, we had all that altitude to persuade him.
The old man, he gave up the location like a baby spitting up formula.
The probe can't handle these guys, Frankie.
You gotta take remote control of the defender and stop him.
All right.
Now you're gonna come clean.
Here's the deal. I was gonna buy some dope. I was supposed to meet my connection here. At least I thought it was here. I must have gotten the wrong warehouse.
Sorry, man. You're way too healthy to be a junkie. And I'm afraid you've heard too damn much.
What do I do now?
Fly your back!
Oh, boy.
Two of them went to the right. Go, go, go!
Sorry.
I'll get him.
You're 30 degrees too high.
Yes! Baby! Now that's the way you do it.
Nice work, guys.
I'll get these cops off me before you kill me.
Got it.
Okay, this is it. These are all the files from Benning's office. Police reports, appointment books, calendars, it's all in here.
I don't see how anyone could live like this.
Benning kept meticulous records, but he was from the old school. He didn't like computers. Kept all his files and notes on paper.
It's rather quaint, don't you think?
Now, he gave up some kind of secret to Rand before he was sent into a free fall. If we find out where that is, we'll know what he's hitting today.
Hey, you know, we can use all the help we can get. Where's Westlink?
Gage called. Told her he needed to talk.
You're not a trainee, are you, Cameron?
I put up that week of front.
You had me for a while. Then I realized you were asking too many of the wrong kind of questions.
If you're ready to talk, I'm ready to listen.
Maybe I'm not.
Tell me the truth, and we'll try and get you some leniency.
What? Life instead of the gas chamber?
It's not my call.
Rand is, one of those guys I've known for years. Always had something going on the side. Yeah, a few times he tried to pull me in. But I guess I didn't need the money like I did this time. Honestly, when I helped him get away, I didn't know he killed those cops.
By that time, you were in way over your head.
Yeah, and all I wanted to do was find a way out, but it was too late. As soon as I heard they were dead, I knew I'd thrown everything away. My honor, my career, my freedom. And worst of all, I took away from my daughter a father she could be proud of.
What's going down today, Mitch?
I don't know. All I know is something big. It has something to do with Metro Cartage and shipping.
What's that?
I don't know. That's what Rand got out of Benny before he dumped him out of the Condor.
I'll call this into my partners. Then we'll take a ride downtown.
Set your guns on the floor.
I'm not carrying.
Well, I know you are. Let's go. Both of you in the chopper, now. Move! Move. Come on, move it! Move! Yo, open that door. Open it. Get in the back seat. Handcuff her to that seat. This ought to keep anyone from trying to shoot us down. Now let's get this thing up in the air.
Go screw yourself.
Now you pull this crap on me now, I'll not only punch holes in you right here, I'll make sure your daughter takes a few as well. Now get in! Start this thing up.
I don't get it, Ren. What could be worth all this?
Why would I tell you? Come on, move!
Look at this. Every Thursday at 11 o'clock, Benning paid a visit to a place called Metro Cartage and Shipping.
Let me see that.
You think he was meeting with someone?
No, he was taking inventory.
What do you mean?
I mean, look at these sheets. Metro Cartage and Shipping letterhead, each one dated a week apart every Thursday.
Oh, look at this. 160 pounds in heroin, 1,600 carats of loose-cut diamonds, a Lamborghini, 859,000 in cash.
This all looks like confiscated goods.
Yeah, but confiscated by whom?
The police. This shipping company is a front for a forfeiture warehouse.
Right.
Every big city has one. It's where the cops store illegal and recovered goods taken during arrests. The key is high security, low profile.
And since Benning oversaw the infiltration of the syndicates, he had to keep track of what was in there.
Rand's working with the mob guys to get it all back. But first he had to murder the deep cover cops, so the whole plan would have gone crashing down.
I'm heading down there, LA. Call Metropole, tell them I'm gonna need backup. Just head west till we hit Baxley Road. What the hell is that?
This is why we're up here, Mitch.
See, it's the Condor's airborne transmitter is what I really need. Just insert this little disc into the onboard computer. We jam all telephone and radio signals for a 5-mile radius.
Chief Wells, please.
Please hold.
Hello? Hello? Mine were dead. phone communications within a 5-square-mile radius, including us.
Then how are we talking?
Because I switched this over to our microwave comm system. It's not subject to radio frequency interruption.
Come on. I got it.
What's up? What's up, bitch?
It's like clockwork. Airfield. I'm on a private jet. Don't worry, Gage. I'm an honorable man. You still get your cut.
There's too many of them. The minute they saw me, they'd scatter.
I've got it. What if we dressed you up to look like one of them?
What are you talking about?
Redirecting the mirrors on the hologram projector so that instead of throwing an image of a car on the street, we use it to disguise the defender.
Can you project a sedan? How about a green LHS?
Coming right up.
Stays outside, pal. Say, you really got this thing tricked out.
Here's a trick you'll really like.
Everybody drop your weapons, get in the cage, no one gets hurt. I warned you. Weapons and lock yourselves in the cage now.
What the hell is going on down here? Oh, no, not again!
Give it up, Red. It's over.
She's right. We're landing, Vic.
Like hell we are. Let's go. Whitman Airfield.
Land this thing, Gage.
I'll kill the both of you and go down in flames before I give myself up.
You're half right.
Was that your handiwork with the flare gun?
Him or me?
What are you going to do with Lieutenant Gage?
I'll take care of him. I gotta do it, Mitch.
Yeah, I know. I earned it. Backup's on their way. You want me to take them in?
Sure.
Hold on. Okay, now I'm ready. I'm really sorry about everything, Westlake.
Yeah. Me too.
stream will continue after these messages.
Welcome to the juicy new world of good vibrations.
I'm drinking a new sensation, a juicy sun-kissed orange creation. It's a bubbly orange vision, a juicy sun-kissed taste dimension.
Sun-kissed plus 10% real fruit juices, now in regular and diet.
Good vibration.
It's new Kool-Aid coolers with 20% juice.
You can chill it, spill it, splash it cooler. Sing it, flip it, flash it cooler. Icy fruity, super juicy. Kool-Aid coolers make it cooler. Rock it, roll it, rack it cooler. Snack it, six-pack it, attack it cooler. Icy fruity, super juicy.
With 20% juice.
Kool-Aid coolers make it cooler.
Looking at the Future Forum, all the top writers of 1978, July 1978. Forrest J. Ackerman, Bejo Trimble, Paul Anderson. I remember being a kid reading Paul Anderson, and I thought he was Paul Anderson. I just thought it was weird font that they put on his books. Because, yeah, my dumb kid brain, that's what I thought. So, hope you guys dig Viper still, because, you know, man, something, the 80s loved cars. Loved. Into the 90s loved car TV series. We need more of those. We need those back today. Yeah, I know they tried to bring back Knight Rider. Yeah, they tried to bring back which I love Team Knight Rider. Love it. And I've tried to air that, but NBC was like, no. Which I think is funny because NBC lets other shows get by, but won't let other shows. I'm confused at the algorithm so much. So confused. But, here we are. So, we're going to scoot on over to some Dracula. And, yeah, I can't we've been going through this whole thing at the shop relatively recently, and they're like, who's your favorite Dracula? I'm like, I'm partial for Christopher Lee. Because, you know, Christopher Lee. You know, probably Christopher Lee, Gary Oldman, then maybe Bela Lugosi. I'm sure there were some other great Draculas in there that, you know, don't get credit. Weird ones, though, like Jack Palance.
Oh, dear.
Weird.
Game on.
Vince is coming down here because he left his game on. So I'm going to let you guys have Dracula, episode 11, and this is Get a Job. Enjoy.
That's right, a Hogarth. A scene from the Beggar's Opera. No, darling, in oil. Just remember who found it for you. Ciao, baby.
Hi. You had an ad in the paper saying you needed a courier for the shop. Well, I'm eager, and I'll work hard. And my hours are flexible. And I own my own beautiful. My own bicycle.
And don't tell me, you're an aspiring art student who just loved to make some contacts, huh?
No, I don't know anything about art.
Really?
But I know what I like. Have you seen that painting where these dogs are playing poker? It's really neat.
I must have missed it. Look, it's a simple job. You're a bike courier. I'm tired of dealing with these messenger companies. Things always get lost, huh? I need someone I can rely on.
That's me.
There's no chance for advancement?
Oh, perfect. My mama says I have no ambition. I can get her to write you a letter.
No, that won't be necessary.
Chris Townsend.
Well, fine then. Chris, you've got the job. Be here 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, Julia.
Yes, Julia.
Get me Lucard's number 2 file, please. Thank you.
I gotta tell you, as far as vampire hunting goes, this is a little on the dull side.
To defeat Lucard, we must first understand his financial empire. He has holdings all over the world, most of them secret. That is the real basis of his power. But we can make it more interesting for you to work, Maximilian. What are the 3 possible outcomes of vampire attack?
That's easy. Number 1, a vampire can bite you and feed on you, leaving you dead as a doornail. Number 2, he can put you under his control so you're a mindless zombie. And number 3, he can turn you into a vampire.
Very good.
Hey, look, guys, not that this isn't fascinating, but I gotta get to Miss Heisenberg's.
Chris says she's Bay in City.
Oh, yeah, she's that American who took over the Reinhardt Chateau. She's sort of attractive for an older woman.
Remember, Christopher, keep your guard up. He's out there.
Hey, Lucard knows we're on to him. We'll probably never see old Captain Overbite again.
The brushwork, the balance of the color, with a wonderful sense of movement. Only Tomasi could bring it all off. He's always been my favorite painter from the Venetian school. So, have you, given it some thought since yesterday?
It is fine. I must admit you have me at something of a disadvantage, Miss Heisenberg. I've long dreamed of acquiring this great work. My aesthetic desires may overrule my financial wisdom.
Ah, but certainly not your resources.
True. To own Tomasi's Venice landfall. What an honor that will be. Of course, it will take a day or two to arrange the details.
Of course.
A pleasure, Miss Heisenberg.
Well, you're not much like my other businessmen clients. The pleasure is mine to deal with someone who can not only afford a masterpiece, but who can also recognize one.
I like to think I can recognize beauty wherever I find it. Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow. What are you doing?
Sorry, Miss Heisenberg.
Julia, are you okay?
Sorry, Julia. Do you know who that man is?
Yes, that's Alexander Lucard.
Yeah, he may seem normal to you and everything, but he's not your everyday multimillionaire.
I should say not. Most millionaires can't tell Picasso from pork futures. But Monsieur Lucard, he has a real eye.
Yeah, not to mention teeth.
What?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something, and you have to believe me. Alexander Lucard is... not a nice guy.
Christopher, I do believe you're jealous.
No, I would be, but...
Please, I'm flattered. But really, I'm a big girl now, and I can take care of myself, okay? Now, why don't you do me a favor? Go clean up the mess you made in the hall. Thanks.
I'm telling you, he was there in broad daylight, buying some old painting, Venice landslide. He said he'd be back.
You mean the Venice landfall?
Yeah.
This is what we've been waiting for. Now we can tell the cops that Chris's boss may be in some danger. They can stake the place out. Hey, that's pretty funny. Stake the place out. Get it?
Yeah.
Maximilian, I've told you before, the authorities are no help. They simply won't believe you.
Besides, we have no proof. I mean, if we're going to go to the cops, we got to get some evidence against Lucard.
More schnitzel, anyone?
Yes, please. What painting did you say Lucard was buying?
Okay, so I got the name wrong.
No, I don't think you did. It was the Venice landfall, right?
Yeah, why?
Well, that was one of the paintings stolen in the Rijksmuseum theft in '86.
This can't be right. There must be a different Venice landfall.
No, there's only one.
But that's impossible. That would mean Julie's selling stolen goods.
Well, there's only one way to find out if we can figure out a way to get inside the chateau.
What's the figure? She happens to trust me enough to give me a key. Oh, no. You're not gonna use my key to sneak into the chateau.
Oh, yeah?
And that's final. I bet this is incredibly illegal.
Stop being such a worrier.
Okay. Okay, no more than a minute, and that's final.
Come on. Where's the painting?
It was right here.
But it must be in the back.
We're not allowed the back.
That's it. That's a stolen painting.
Somebody must have sold it to her and she didn't know.
Oh, yeah? Look at this. A Matisse. A Renoir. Chris, all these paintings are stolen.
Yo, come on, we gotta do that.
Don't make a move. You're under arrest.
That's exactly how it happened.
You have to believe us.
I see. So you were doing a little sleuthing on your own, is that it? Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Townsend, Miss Metternich, I actually believe you. You see, we've been staking out this exhibition for some time now. We're on the verge of breaking a major art theft ring, and we don't want months of work destroyed by a couple of amateurs. So, just go about your business. Without discussing it with anyone. Understood?
Yeah.
Good.
It wasn't stupid.
Oh, sure. Einstein would have been proud. I mean, if you figured it out, the cops must have too.
Says who? The cops around here don't seem too swift. They don't even get close to Lucard.
Maybe no one's ever given them a reason to.
But I tell you, if we did get enough evidence on Lucard, this Captain Wolf is the right guy to bring it to. He didn't mess around, boy.
Really? Worth remembering.
I know it's short notice, but I can offer you a fine meal. And you can watch me unveil the picture in its new showplace.
In your castle?
How could I refuse?
8 o'clock, then. My car will pick you up.
Delightful. Well, Christopher, you are in an industry with some very interesting perks.
Are we getting t-shirts?
Better than that. Miss Julia Heisenberg is invited to dinner at the private castle of one of her clients.
She is?
To unveil the painting which I sold to Monsieur Alexander Lucard. Why, Christopher, you look as though you've seen a ghost.
Not strictly speaking. You see, Miss Heisenberg,
No one will ever replace you in my affections, dear Christopher. Not even our dashing Monsieur Lucard. Now, close up for me, will you?
Yeah, but...
See you tomorrow.
1100 hours. Picked up suspect as he left the art gallery. Went to office. Emerged again just afternoon. Went to nearby restaurant. Crossed street to avoid a church. We think that's significant.
Oh, indeed. This is quite a story you're weaving.
It's just the facts, sir. 12:15, tailed subject to restaurant. Refused garlic dressing on his salad. There's a pattern emerging here, isn't there?
Yes, Max, there is. Thank you. The gentleman obviously prefers Thousand Islands dressing. Poor taste, perhaps, but unfortunately not a crime in this jurisdiction.
Then there's this.
Ah, yes, I see. A very handsome picture.
Well, you can't see Alexander Lucard.
Perhaps he went to make a phone call.
No, I mean he was right there. You can't see him because he's a vampire.
No, Max, you can't see him because he's not there.
Exactly, which proves my case.
Max, really?
It's proof!
Max, I think you're a very fine little boy with a very active imagination. But as you can see, there are a number of pressing matters on my desk. It was nice to meet you.
But there's more. We went to this guy's castle, and he tried to bite me and...
Take a hint, kid.
It's all on how you frame.
Christopher, what is it?
Look, I know I never studied art, right? But when a really great artist painted a masterpiece, how many copies did he make?
What?
She probably thinks she's hit on the perfect scheme. Selling forgeries of stolen paintings.
If she's actually trying to sell Lucard a fake, she'll be dead by morning.
Well, does he know that much about art?
He's had about 900 years to bone up on it.
It's locked tight.
He's put a curse on all the doors since we were last here. Maximilian, you must stay out here with the holy water to prevent the door from sealing us in. Do not move from this spot.
Yeah, do not move from this spot.
What's so funny?
It's just the way you talk. You sound as though you used to have drinks with Michelangelo.
Never. He was too splashy. Let me offer you a dessert wine. It will only take a moment. I gave the servants the night off so that we might enjoy a little privacy.
Miss Heisenberg.
Chris, what are you doing here?
You gotta listen to me.
How did you get in here? This has gone too far this time.
Just give me 1 minute. I'll leave you, I promise.
Christopher, you have passed all limits. Let me go and leave at once.
Dracula!
Really, Helsing? This is a private party. You are not going to possess her. But as they say in the movies, it's not what you're thinking. However, if you're going to be this way about it,
I hate to do this, but that is the real card.
What do you mean? He's an old man teasing a dog? Really, Christopher, I want you to get out of here so I can get back to my dinner.
I'm afraid that's impossible. Miss Julia Heisenberg?
Yes?
Henri Wolf, Captain of Police.
What?
You're under arrest on charges of theft and fraud.
You're arresting her? Well, what about Lucard?
Monsieur Lucard has been good enough to cooperate with our investigation.
always happy to help the local authorities. You need only call on me, Captain.
He cooperated with you? Well, that's nuts.
That's enough, Christopher.
By the way, these kids out front, Monsieur Lucard, they were throwing water on your doorway?
Kids. Let them go.
I suggest all of you people get going. You're just lucky Monsieur Lucard is such a good citizen.
Come, let's go home.
Believe me, this could have ended up a lot worse.
Worse? I can't imagine how.
Come. Captain Wolf. Everything went well?
Perfectly.
Have you had time for a bite? Excellent. And the results? A woman of rare talents, Captain. Cunning, beautiful, cool under fire, and of course, immoral.
I knew the painting was a fake from the start.
Not much of a trick, considering I was there when it was painted. I think you'll be useful to us in the art world.
Most useful, I believe.
family game. Cat's eye. Everyone loves to play. Cat's eye. When you push the cat's paw, the marbles roll around. Match up the colors till the cat's all done. Now get the black one. Cat's eye. That's how you win. Excitement, fun, and skill in the great family game everyone loves. Cat's eye. Cat's eye. Cat's, Cat's eye game toy with everything shown here. You can put it together from Shopper.
Surf's up. You two coming in? They'll just wipe out.
Oh, Tony.
We'll do fine. After this complete breakfast, including my vitamin pack Frosted Flakes, they bring out the tiger in you.
We'll try to stay up, okay?
Frosted Flakes, okay? They're great.
Show 'em you're a tiger. Show 'em what you can do.
Go, tiger!
The taste of Tony's Frosted Flakes.
Look at him go!
Brings out the tiger in you.
And you.
White Castle. That White Castle, we just can't wait. We've got to have it. That great White Castle tastes cheeseburgers, fresh and delicious. Price to give you more. Ooh, that White Castle variety. Fries and shakes, prices you can live with. The taste you can't live without.
There you go. There you go. L. Sprague Camp. Yeah, the camp. I was probably in high school before I figured out that all the Conan books I was reading were not Howard. They were mostly his. And it was like, sitting back and you're like, oh, okay. So then I go and dig up the old stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, I like this better. But don't get me wrong, he's fine. But the cool part about it is Conan in canon, in universe with the Cthulhu mythos. Just let that sit there. So, hope you guys dig Dracula. If it's to be believed, there are more books with Dracula in it than any other book. And I believe that it's like there's more books about Dracula and there's more books about the Bermuda Triangle than there is anything else. Just wrap your head around that. So, but that was a few years ago. It may have changed now. There's probably like books about the internet that are way more bigger now, or something. But yeah, 100%, bud. So we're gonna scoot and leave Dracula behind because we're going over to some more The Wizard. I still want to know. I've gotten right now from the people I've talked to on here, the people I've talked to at the shop. People would love The Wizard to come back with Mark Hamill, right? So, fruits. I don't know what he's talking about, but I kind of think I would dig a Mark Hamill driven Wizard remake. And I don't know if they want to get away from having a little person play the Yeah. And if not, just go ahead and get Peter Dinklage because he's awesome. But they know that they were on a budget, so it would be definitely like Wee Man or Hornswoggle. Was it Dylan Postel? Yep. It's one of Hornswoggle.
Vegetables.
Yep. See, he's teaching you something. Everybody, what do people got to eat? Do people got to eat their vegetables? Yeah. Do people got to eat fruit? Yeah. Does it make them healthy?
Milk knows how to drink.
Milk knows how to drink. That doesn't make any sense, Vince. Don't know either. So we're going to start you off with The Wizard. And this is episode 9. And this is Nobody's Perfect. Enjoy.
Over here. Stay right here. We're coming. Simon, what happened? Are you all right? Are you hurt?
Nothing a brain transplant won't cure.
Air right. What's air right?
It's meant to say fire when it's saying it backwards.
Air right.
Mr. Pransky, do you have any comment on the charges against you?
Mr. Pransky has no comment at this time. The charges against him are spurious, totally without merit, and yet another example of government harassment. Excuse us, please.
Mr. District Attorney, are you going to be able to make the charges against Joseph Pransky stick?
It's peanut butter to the roof of your mouth. We have enough concrete evidence safely secured in the vault of the federal building to prove once and for all that Joseph Pransky is the most powerful leader of organized crime in this country.
Sorry you had to spend so much time in there, Mr. Pransky, but they gave me an awful difficult time with your bail.
If I'm found guilty, you're found dead.
I just don't understand it. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. I sit there inventing like I always do, and nothing seems to work. I mean, last week there was a pogo stick. It wouldn't pogue, and then...
Oh, will you stop fretting? Everybody goes into a slump one time or another.
But they don't strike out every time at bat.
Well, at least you go down swinging, Simon.
I just never thought it would happen.
What?
I've got inventor's block.
I've heard of writer's block, never inventor's block.
I suppose it happens to creative people. But why me?
Stress. That's it, pure and simple, stress.
I thrive on stress, Tim.
Simon, you're always telling other people that they ought to take off enough time to have fun, and all you ever do is work.
But I like my work.
Yeah, well, Alex is right. You need some R&R. You need to have some fun and to loosen up.
That explosion loosened me up just fine, Chili.
Well, here.
What's this? Dear Mr. McKay, they want me to be a judge at an inventors convention. I'm the last one to be a judge at anything.
Wrong. A lovely weekend in Indian Springs with old friends and buddies. That's just what you need, Simon McKay. Alex, get him out of my hair, will you? I got a bunch of ladies coming in for tea on Sunday, and I don't want him blowing up the espresso machine.
An entire convention of inventors.
He's a bit eccentric, Mr. Pransky. He's been coming to me with offbeat inventions now for 15 years.
Gilroy is Crownman's patent attorney.
Most of the inventions don't work, but he came to me with this one, and watch for yourself.
All this paper, plastic that doesn't get disposed of.
I don't have time to watch an idiot shovel garbage into a safe.
Imagine, sir, that the garbage is the evidence against you. And the safe is the vault in the federal building.
I'll show you this one. There's the ultrasound, right? We triangulate it, and then we start it. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bing! Dan, come here, I want to show you this. You're not going to believe it. Open up the safe. Ta-da! Dust!
This is for real. No tricks. I operated the camera myself, sir. You see, it works on the principle of ultrasonic sound. That's the same principle that's used to dissolve kidney stones without surgery. What you're telling me is that if we aim this machine at the evidence, all that the DA will find when he opens the vault is dust.
Without evidence, the case is dismissed.
That's justice. How do we get a hold of this? What do you call it? Ultrason. That short but ultrasonic decomposition projector.
Crowman has taken it to the Inventors Convention tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you fill Lyle and Winfield on the details. I want to see this thing work with my own eyes. I can think of a lot of applications for it. Dust, huh?
Mr. Tom Christopher, please meet the convention representative in the hotel lounge. Mr. Tom Christopher, please meet the convention representative in the hotel lounge.
Yep. That's it. I've had enough, son, Alex. I'm going in.
Wait a minute. There are 2 vacant lounge chairs right here.
Look, I've told you I don't tan, I burn.
Yeah, but my job is to protect you, Simon.
Suntan lotion, 16. Do they do 128?
Sit down. Relax. The scenery's beautiful here.
Yeah, terrific.
Simon! Simon McKay!
Vincent! Vincent Rashofsky, meet Alex Jagger. Vincent is president of the association.
Pleasure, Mr. Rashofsky. Any friend of Simon's. And thank goodness you're a judge and not a competitor this year, so the rest of us stand a chance.
There's no threat from me this year.
Simon! Simon, mein kleiner Freund!
Max. Alex Jagger, Max Kemp. He's the top man in advanced kinetics. Institute of Manhattan.
Oh, it has not been the same since you left us, Simon. There's no one there with any creative flair. This is the only man in the world who could spell out Happy Birthday, Max, with an artificial bolt of lightning. Teeny weeny!
Mighty Mo! Catch a neutron by the toe. If it breaks up, let it go. Implode, outplode, isotope, use it dope, use it dope, use it dope.
Oh, Simon. Oh, I'm sorry. Simon, I didn't expect to find you here. Oh, I thought you gave up on all this competing.
No, it's even worse this year. I'm a judge.
Oh, well, wait till you see the invention I brought this year.
No campaigning, Krellman.
This invention is going to make the name Krellman a household word. They're going to have a school named after me. Libraries.
Or a flop house. They can store your inventions there.
Gobble, gobble, Rashofsky. Gobble, gobble. You understand what I'm saying to you, Turkey?
Boys.
You're going to be kicked out of the association, Krellman.
Not after I unveil what I brought today. Oh, Simon, picture this. Waste. Waste, hazardous and otherwise. Waste that we've all learned how to make but don't know how to get rid of. Well, that nightmare is over. We face a new day, free from the misery of refuse.
If we can get rid of the garbage we just heard, I'll buy one. See you later, Simon.
Wiedersehen, Simon. Krellman.
Don't listen to Rashofsky. I'm sure you've got a major breakthrough here.
Sure I do, Simon. Believe me, I'm so proud. This is the first time I've invented something that's worthwhile.
I'm proud of you, Mo. I'm happy for you. You've worked hard for this. You deserve it. Wait a minute. I want to introduce you to my friend. Alex Jagger, this is Mo Krellman. He's a genius ahead of our time.
Hi.
I like your style, Mo.
Oh, thanks. It's Harry.
Sorry, I thought you said it was Mo.
Yeah, it was Mo, but I changed it.
Why'd you do that?
Because Mo Krellman is a perennial loser. Harry's my father's name. I want to do it proud.
Mr. Postagin, convention press office, please.
Your friend here is a very special person.
Mr. Postagin.
I've always looked up to you, teeny weeny.
Oh, Mo.
Listen, I gotta go get everything ready before the press tour gets in here. Listen, you've always been with me through all my flops. Well, this time, Simon, you're gonna be with me through my triumph. You are an eagle among turkeys. What's bigger than an eagle? You are a flamingo. You're a flamingo among turkeys. An ostrich. A pterodactyl. You are a pterodactyl among turkeys. Don't you ever forget that, Simon.
You're some very interesting people, Simon.
Yeah, Alex, I'm lucky. Hey, why don't we take some sun?
Now, that's the right attitude. I'm glad to see you're finally relaxed.
Yeah, Tilly was right. You know, old friends, no pressure of work, no self-doubt.
There you go. Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay. Excuse me. Are you having any trouble there?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah?
It won't stay inflated. See, I can't swim.
Oh, well, let me have a look. It could be the valve. Waiter. Yes, thanks. Yeah, I think you got some sand in here.
Oh. Representative for the Inventors Group. Please see the manager at the courtesy desk.
Get in.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you an inventor too?
No, but I am inventive.
Yeah, that's fixed it.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Okay, get ready. Look at Grandpa.
Alex, there's a woman drowning.
Oh, what did he do to me?
I was only trying to help. Is this inventor's block?
Missing! Somebody stole my ultrasound! Simon, it was there. It was right there behind the curtain. It was ready to be unveiled. And all of a sudden I looked, it's not there, it's gone. Somebody stole it.
Calm down.
Don't you understand? Somebody stole my life's work.
That ultrasound didn't work, did it, Krellman? You set this whole thing up just to cover up for another failure.
It worked. I have proof. I made a videotape.
All right, show us the tape.
I would, but it was stolen.
Krellman, the only thing inventive about you is your excuses.
Somebody here stole my ultrasound, and I'm gonna find out who.
You're a liar, Krellman, and that's the thing that's gonna get you thrown out of the association. This is it for you.
Rashevsky.
Yes?
No!
No, come here.
No. Look, Simon, do you believe him?
I believe in him, and he believes in his machine, but...
Hey, stop it! I work here. It's just a heart.
Yeah, it's what you say.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? A heart.
All right, you're free to go. But next time, watch it.
Mo, come back.
Hold it! No, stop it! All right, everybody, out of your cars! Out of your cars, open up your trunks. Come on.
I'm with hotel security.
Oh, good, it's about time. You take the ones on the left, I'll take all of these.
Sir, you better come inside.
No, I gotta be out here. Look, that's a good idea. You go inside. All right, everybody out. Come on.
Sir, please.
One at a time.
Come inside. Excuse me, would you come inside?
Officer, it's all right. It's a friend of mine. He's a bit upset he's had something stolen. Mo, what do you think?
I'm a federal officer. I'll need to know who had access to
do
that
you know what
ballroom.
could have happened to my ultrasound?
Of course I do. Come on, let's go see if we can figure this out.
Just a few more seconds. I saw exactly how Krellman did it.
What's the range on this thing?
He said it was about 500 feet.
I've already arranged to use an office across the street from the federal building. It's well within that range.
Right, now I've got it triangulated on the papers in the safe. We're ready.
Just be careful. This place is a drop point. I got valuable things in here. I don't want holes blown in it.
Right. Now it takes about 10 seconds. That should do it. Maybe I just did the wrong thing. Let me try it again.
I don't have time for this.
No, but it worked, I swear. I saw Krellman do it.
Then get him up here. I want this thing working before I get back. You got 4 hours.
Boss, you saw the tape. You saw it worked on the tape, didn't you? You saw the tape. It worked on the tape.
You know what this reminds me of? The first time we met at that convention in Chicago, remember, Mo?
Yeah. Simon?
Yeah?
Harry, okay?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You know, we said we were going to do something really important for mankind, something historic. So we came up with edible silverware. Two geniuses at work.
Yeah, but you've gone a long way since then. I've gone the long way around to nowhere.
You just took your time, that's all. I mean, this ultrasound sounds like a brilliant invention.
Nah, it's just one flash in the pan, but your brain is always sizzled, Simon. I mean, an idea here, a concept there, suddenly, wait, here comes a thought, a memory, an idea that ties them all together, and zip, zap, bip, bap, bam, bingo, innovation.
Yeah, when I'm lucky.
No, your creativity never goes dry. Mine hardly ever gets moist.
I'm as dry as a bone now.
Not you, no.
I haven't had a bingo in weeks.
Bummer.
It's a pity you can't get in there with a wrench or something and fix it up, you know?
I'll get the other side here. Wait a minute. He ran out of Q-tips.
Yeah, that's right. An ultrasonic decomposition projector. Hey, don't even ask. Look, after you've run the guest list through the computer, give me a call, will you? I know, but if anything does shake loose, let me know, okay? Bye. Bye-bye.
How's it going?
Curiouser and curiouser.
Like Alice in Wonderland.
Alex in Wonderland.
God, I'm depressed. Simon.
What is it, bro?
Cosmo.
What?
Cosmo Krellman, cosmic inventor. I'm going to put myself into a comic book. That way, at least, maybe I'll win sometimes in the end.
Yeah, but then you can only say those little words that fit in the bubbles, you know?
You know, whoever invented friendship used you as the prototype. Here we are.
Why don't you go in there and relax? Take a hot bath, forget all about it. I'll check on Alex, see how he's getting on finding the real invention that really works in the real world.
Oh, Simon, you don't have to do that. I mean, forget about it. I mean, it's too much trouble.
It's no trouble. Look, I'm the judge. It's my duty to see every invention. I'll see you for dinner at 6, all right?
Okay. Hey, what the heck is going on here? What are
Let him go!
Even be sure what he says was stolen.
Through a thorough investigation, that's how. Look, if you can get me those pickup and delivery sheets, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, if you really need them.
Other than these, right?
It's everything since Krellman arrived last night.
All right. I'll check them out.
What's a CIC man doing here anyway?
Personal security. My friend has a tendency to get into tight spots. Figured he could come here and relax, stay out of trouble.
Simon, run,
Come on, drop it.
Hurry.
It doesn't matter what we're going to do with it. What matters is if we're not able to. If it doesn't work, those two men are going to take both of you for a ride in the desert.
No, look, I don't know what this guy Kilgore told you, but this thing doesn't work. Never did. It's a joke, a fake, a gag.
You're lying. I saw it work with my own eyes.
Who you can trust? Me or the guy who sold me out?
Him.
He's a lawyer. You don't trust lawyers.
I'm a lawyer.
Joe Pransky's lawyer.
Proves my point.
And mine. You see, Mr. Pransky will be here in 30 minutes. Now, either the papers in that safe disintegrate right before his eyes, or the both of you will. And that's an idle threat.
Look, I can't get it to work. I mean, I want to, believe me. I tried it. I don't have my schematics, my tools.
The crud, Harry. We both know that the schematics are in your head, and I got all the tools you'll need right here. Look, Harry, my butt is on the line in this thing, too. You gotta get this thing to work. And if you don't, then you better get him to make it work.
You leave him out of this.
That's Simon McKay. He holds more patents in this country than any other inventor.
I don't care which one of you gets to work. You got 28 minutes to do it.
Stare at it, fix it. I'm trying to remember how. Okay, McKay, you do something.
You got me at a bad time. I got inventor's block.
Don't be a wise guy.
It's true. He has.
I have.
Then you better get over it, fast.
Well, I'm trying, but I have to relax. How can I relax when there's guns pointing at me?
That's right. How do you expect us to concentrate when he's... I mean, how do you think that I can think when he can't... I mean, look at this. I can't even talk. How do you expect me to fix this thing?
Okay. We'll leave you alone. But you better fix it. Fast.
We need a little more light.
He'll be the first to go.
Terrible, Simon. I'm sorry I got you involved in this.
Don't worry about it. We just got to think of a way out of here. It's not your problem, Mo.
It's not Mo.
What?
It's Artie.
Artie?
Yeah, for artificial, phony, fraud. That's who I am. The original four-letter word. Fake.
You mean this ultrasound really is a fake?
Rashevsky was right. It's garbage.
But Mo, they're gonna kill us because they think it works.
I made a videotape. I pulled some cheap magic trick to convince Kilgore, that's all.
Why?
Because for 2 years, I invested every waking hour, every dollar I had into making this thing work. It made sense. The design, the engineering, everything. I mean, finally, Mo Krellman was going to invent something that mankind would not laugh at. Forget mankind. That my mother wouldn't laugh at. And then, just like every other brainstorm I ever had, once the flash of lightning was gone, there it was, a big puddle.
But this is a good design. It's well thought out, well conceived.
But the bottom line is it doesn't work. The world is filled with wonderfully designed washouts. I'll tell you the truth. When I found out it was stolen, I was relieved. I thought, why didn't I think of that? And now look at us. Simon, I gotta get you out of here. Come on.
Mo?
Here we go.
What are you doing?
Come on,
Mo?
Simon, out you go. You can squeeze through.
No, this
Come on.
it won't work.
It will. Now, listen, pain is fleeting.
Mo.
No, it's all right. A little more.
Stuck.
No, you're not. No, Simon, here.
It won't work.
No. What, have you been eating candy?
Look, pull me out, Mo.
Okay, come on. Oh. You're right. You're stuck.
Love, get me out of here.
Get in there and see what they're doing.
Here they come. Yeah, almost got it.
I think you'll find the trouble is with this circuit board.
I think the medial lateral circuit crosses with the positron tracer unit.
Yeah, you'll find the feedback loop interferes with the rheostat loop. Oh, do you mind if you want this done quickly?
We're running out of time.
Simon?
Who was that?
What's going on? What are you doing?
I haven't got time to explain now. Alex, go under that tree and get me my bag. I need it now.
Pransky will be here any minute.
Would he really get rid of us?
Without batting an eye.
Well, they said they found the problem. It was a circuit board or something.
Well, they better fix it fast.
This it, Simon? Go.
Yeah. Spread it on the bars and round my body where I'm stuck.
Sure hope you know what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay, now you pull Alex and you push Mo.
Look at this! Oh, we made it!
It worked. Now we're coming right back and getting you.
Oh, there's not enough goop in the universe to get me out.
No, I don't think goop's a solution. We're gonna need a tow truck.
Where are you gonna get a tow truck?
There's one in my bag.
Yeah.
Simon.
Yeah?
With all due respect, even a full-size tow truck would have trouble with those bars.
Yes, but Alex, a real tow truck doesn't have these. I know it is. It's coming. Yeah! Oh, come on!
Simon! Hold it, Paul! Run for it, Simon!
Get back here or we'll kill him!
You just signed your death warrant.
Because it's a waste. I don't be trying to lie.
I said that's enough! But there's only one thing I want to hear from any one of you. That ultrasound works. And when I go into the courtroom tomorrow morning, and the DA goes to bring in that garbage she calls evidence, he comes back with dust on his hands.
Come on, Pransky. You're grasping at straws. Face it. The game's over and you lost. Why make things worse?
I make people grasp at straws, you. Get rid of this guy.
If you get rid of him, I don't fix the machine. I don't think we need to grasp at straws here.
Are you saying that you know how to make this thing work?
I could do it. The question is, will I?
Oh, no. There's no question about that.
Well, I'll need some time to think about it.
Sure, I'll give you time. You got 2 seconds.
I've thought about it. I can fix it. I can't do it here. We've got to go back to my workshop where I've got my tools and equipment.
Simon, what are you doing?
Just trying to get back on home territory. If I can delay him long enough, he'll just give us a chance.
Yeah. far away is your workshop?
Just about an hour.
You better deliver.
Oh, just one thing, Mr. Pransky.
What?
I've got a housekeeper back there. She's got a few friends around. It's just some old ladies drinking tea together. Could I make a quick call and clear the place?
All right, 2 pair of beds. Not sure.
Well, why did you keep doing that?
Make it fast. I got 2 pair showing.
Tilly?
Oh, Simon. Simon? Oh, yes. The girls and I are looking at gloves. Pairs of gloves. I'm looking at a pair of doeskins.
Sorry to disturb you, but I'm coming round with a few friends tonight. I need the place empty, so could you tell your lady friends to go? Oh, and have the night off.
Have the night off? Simon, what's wrong?
Have the night off, and please could you tidy up the workshop before you go?
Okay, everybody, chips in, add them up.
Then you're the big winner, and you're the big winner.
Well, that's the way it turns out, isn't it? Yeah, well,
This way. This way. I need this in here.
Wait a minute. Tony.
Right. It's clean.
This way. Just put it in the middle there.
Excuse me.
And I'll need this flying saucer over there. And the remote control over here. And this display panel over there.
Wait a minute. What do that stuff for?
Well, it's just spare parts, the mechanisms to make that work.
I'll give you 1 hour.
Just take a few minutes, won't it, Harry? Bring it in here.
Leave it open.
Okay, Harry. Let's get to work.
Right. Let's get to work. Okay, what's the plan of attack?
We're going to make the ultrasound work again, aren't we? You go in there, make sure the papers in the safe are ready for a convincing demonstration.
You sure this is gonna work?
Harry, of course it'll work. It's your invention, isn't it, Cosmo? Now you go in there and make your magic work, and I'll be in here and make mine work.
Okay, the papers you want pulverized in there? Good. Okay, now we have to line this up with the sonic firing unit, so, come on, let's move it. Right over to here. Gentlemen, please. Good. No, wait. A little to the left. Just a little to the left, please. Thank you. Good. Perfect. No, a little to the right. Please. Come, gentlemen. Good. Just a little bit more. That's it.
And now, gentlemen, we're about to prove that Harry Krellman, or Cosmo to his friends, is the creative genius of our time.
Oh, you did all the work, Simon.
I may be a good mechanic, but you designed the unit.
Oh, but the design is only as good as the person who puts it together.
Never in a million years
In a billion years.
All right, let's quit talking about it. Let's see it work.
Right away. Stand back. That should be enough.
It worked, Simon!
Of course it worked. It only needed a few minor adjustments. Now, Mr. Pransky, tell your men to drop their weapons. You're as biodegradable as any garbage I've ever seen. Tell them to drop them or they'll be sweeping you up in a dustpan.
That thing takes 10 seconds to work. You'll be dead first.
Inside a safe, it takes 10 seconds. Where you are, I'd say you're very unsafe. Dust. Up here, Swiss cheese.
All right. You win.
Tilly?
I knew from your phone call you needed my help.
Simon! Simon! I gotta tell you, of all the conventions we've ever been to together, this year's was without a doubt the most exciting. Why? You know, you're a very attractive woman.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I couldn't believe it when that little fireman started chopping the ropes. I thought I was going to blow it.
You know how I feel at this moment?
What?
I don't know. I never felt like this before. Tilly!
It's been a long time since somebody was able to do that.
Simon.
Mo. Harry. No, Mo.
Thought your name was Cosmo.
It is. Cosmo, the cosmic inventor, and his trusty companion, Wizard.
Ta-da!
Oh, only this isn't the comic book, is it? No, Simon, this is real. And the ultrasound is real. It works. It actually works. How did you do that, Simon?
It wasn't me. It was you.
Me? Oh, come on. All I did was I set up the safe. You fixed it. Oh, gee, you are a genius. You are a mental giant.
Mo. I didn't fix anything. I just pulled off a pretty good bluff, that's all.
You were bluffing, Pransky.
But look, this is dust.
I know. You were brilliant. The way you did that switch, you got to teach me that one.
Which one? What?
Well, the way you changed the papers for the dust, they didn't notice a thing. Just like you did it on the videotape.
I never saw this dust before in my life.
Oh, look, I said Cosmo, I said work your magic. You did it. It was perfect.
I didn't know what in the world you were talking about. Simon, these are the papers.
Well, I guess your adventurer's block is definitely over, Simon.
Well, see? Just what I told you. Peace and quiet. Turns a trick every time.
Which spread tastes more like real butter?
Parquet.
People everywhere agree. Parquet spread tastes more like butter than Shed Spread Country Crock. No wonder the competition's speechless.
Bye. Parquet.
One of these guys is a pro photographer. One's a dentist. With the autofocus Canon EOS, it's tough to tell them apart. Canon EOS. Experience the EOS system. With the ease of EOS and the expertise of EOS, now you don't have to be a pro to shoot like one. Autofocus Canon EOS. So advanced, it's easy to shoot like a pro.
By the way, Doc, could you look at this tooth? Win a trip to the Super Bowl or the U.S. Open and more. Catch the action at your Canon dealer.
What are you doing, Sam? You are getting sleepy. What? You will now call Kraft macaroni and cheese. Kraft cheese and macaroni. 'Cause it's the cheesiest. Yeah.
Kraft macaroni and cheese dinner has more cheese than anyone else. That's why it's the cheesiest.
You hand over your cheese and macaroni. I was this close.
Kraft cheese and macaroni, the cheesiest.
Okay. So I have a question for you all. So everybody likes to go, oh, is Clifford the Big Red Dog kaiju? Is this a kaiju? Is this a kaiju? I'm going to go out in Mysterious Island is kaijus. I think Mysterious Island is Monster Island, but about 80 years early. Just letting you, just saying. Giant monsters. Weird stuff going on. The island from Mysterious Island is Monster Island. Just saying. So, I hope you guys dig The Wizard, man. I do. It's a fun show. I enjoy it. Some people don't like it. Some people, but I do. I dig it. It's a shame. It's a one of the forgotten shows. A lot of people didn't. I had forgotten about it, and I go back and rewatch it, and I'm like, this is kind of charming, kind of, you know, very, you know, what's the lack of a better term? Maybe a little, I don't know, a little innocent, little. You know, something like that. It's very, very, very just chill, and I dig it. So, all right. So we're going in the complete other direction, and we're going to dark, serious British sci-fi. You know, you got this weird house with all this stuff going on, and you've got Sapphire and Steel. Man, I like I said, relatively recently getting into this one. I'm digging it so far. A lot of you guys seem to be digging it so far. It's got multiple seasons, so if you guys think this show ends, you still got a lot more to go, right?
Come on! Get her away from me. Come on! Someone was
killed in this room. A young girl. And it wants me to be hurt. It wants it to happen all over again. Steel, don't! The girl's killers are here. They've broken down the door. Steel! It's gone. The room's gone. But they haven't.
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
Steel! What's wrong with Steel? He reduced his temperature to minus 273.1 degrees. That's near absolute zero. Yes. You told me not to touch him. Rob, will you go down to the kitchen and light a fire, please? Yes. Sapphire, look. Yes. Go on. And Rob? Yes? Make it a good fire. Yes. Not enough. It was. You held that one. Enough to hold and not enough to stop them. It mustn't regain its heat. I know. It's kept at the same temperature. Yes. Helen, will you help us? Will you take Steel down to the kitchen? But don't touch him.
Upstairs and downstairs, upstairs and downstairs, upstairs and downstairs, upstairs and downstairs, upstairs and downstairs.
Is he any better? Not yet, but he will be.
Fire.
What?
Has the fire gone out?
No, it's still burning. It's still hot.
Ah.
Takes all his strength away, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
Sapphire?
Yes.
Same yes then. If that thing comes back.
We'll be all right.
The frozen piece of light.
I've dealt with it.
You followed my instructions.
Yes.
Good.
Now go to sleep. Get some rest. Rob?
Yes?
Are you feeling fit and strong?
Yes.
Good. I need a hand.
Oh. You're not going to scratch that, are you?
What?
The glass. That was my dad's table.
Emergency measures.
But when my mum and dad come back...
It'll be all right. Things will just take a little longer to thaw out, that's all.
Look, Rob.
Steele said that this was just a fragment.
It is. Will you help me with this?
A fragment of what's in the top room?
Yes.
Oh, is it alive?
Yes.
Is it hurt?
Who cares if it's hurt? Tried to kill Sapphire, remember?
Yes.
It's more of a scion than a fragment.
A scion?
Yes, a descendant. A successor. A child.
Is it something that you've seen before?
Not quite. It's like it. It's different.
As dangerous as before?
More.
There's two more somewhere in the house.
Yes. Well, I must go and see to Steele. Will you two bring that down to the cellar for me, please?
Yes.
Pick it up.
Oh, it's too heavy, Rob.
Come on, Helen.
Oh, Rob.
Wait a minute. Why can't Steele freeze whatever's upstairs in the attic the way he froze those soldiers?
That would only suspend it for a while. Not even Steele can stop time for always. It'd be like trying to freeze the whole universe into one block of ice.
Are there others?
Others?
Like you?
There are 127 of us.
Oh. Come on, Helen.
There are 115 of us. You must never rely on the transuranics.
Why not?
They're unstable.
Come on, Helen.
But if it's a child...
Who said it's a child?
Sapphire did. So if it's a child...
She didn't say child. Well, she didn't mean it. She said descendant, and then she said child. Like puppies or kittens.
It's young.
What?
At school, they say it's young.
Yes, but this is different, Helen. Different from anything we've known. Different from the things they know at school. I mean, you saw what that thing did. Are puppies or kittens capable of that?
No.
Well, then.
But what if its parents come looking for it?
Steele could handle it.
But he's not well.
Yes, but when he's well, just take himself down.
Who is it, Rob?
I don't know, do I?
Perhaps it's a policeman. I'll see.
No, Helen.
But you've got to answer it, Rob.
All right. Yes!
He appeared?
No, he knocked on the door.
Then what?
Then I tried to open the door, he pushed it open, broke the chain.
He came from outside?
Yes!
Was he one of the soldiers?
No, he was dressed in ordinary clothes.
Look, it's the giant Sapphire.
It's all right, it's all right. Did he come into the house?
I don't know, we've had to tell you.
Leaving the door open?
He pushed it open. We're gonna wake Steel.
No. For the moment, I'm afraid they're just the three of us.
Closed again.
Yes. Now be very quiet and do exactly as I say. Do you understand? You left it open?
Yes.
And it's closed?
Look.
Hello, Sapphire. Got anything to eat in this place?
It's him, it's a giant.
Well, you could call him that. This is Lead.
Lead?
Yes, he's one of ours.
You know what? I'm starving. All right, where is he? Where is Steel?
Lead? Is that Lead here?
Yes, I'm here. I mean, you can almost guarantee it, can't you? You can guarantee that whenever you wander off and ice yourself up, without me around, you're in trouble.
I am not in trouble.
All right. You're not in trouble, and you don't need any help.
No.
But you do need insulation, and that's me. You tell him, Sapphire, he shouldn't be doing that below zero stuff without me. Now, what about some food? Sapphire, are you still the cook I remember? By the way, Steel, Jet sends her love.
Does she now?
And Copper's having problems with Silver.
Again?
Again.
When you've finished eating, I'll show you what we have to do.
All right, Steel. Always cool, that man.
Well, he has to be in this house.
Difficult job?
Yes.
Be good training for you, then. There's another difficult one waiting for us. When we finish here, of course. Steel!
Up here.
Thank you.
Yes, son. Gives you all the tough jobs, eh? Oh, he's good at that.
Having trouble?
Yes.
Are there many more?
Yes, but Rob's going to help put us down the pictures.
Good.
It started in there. First a section of the wall, then the wall itself, now the whole room.
There's nothing like good home cooking.
It's using old verse and picture forms.
Sorry, Steel. The main trigger.
Children's nursery rhymes.
Upstairs or downstairs.
How's it taking?
Upstairs or downstairs.
Yes.
Upstairs or downstairs.
The boy's parents.
It's all right, son. He'll get them back for you somehow.
Lovely. These are easy, aren't they? Oh. Okay. Can I have another one?
I'm going in there, and I'm going to freeze it back at least as far as the wall.
You're going to take yourself down and walk in there?
Yes.
Walk into that? But you know what that does to you.
Yeah, but you'll be in there to help me, won't you? My insulation, remember?
Oh, yes, I remember. And I also remember that it knocks the hell out of me, too. And if it goes wrong, we are both trapped in there.
We're going to try it. As soon as the books and pictures have been burned.
Well, I guess it can't be any worse than following you around that flea-bitten ship.
I wouldn't count on it.
Did you help on that ship too?
Yes, I did a day on it.
What was the name of the ship?
What was it, Steel?
I forget.
Blue something, wasn't it?
I thought it was Mary.
Mary, Blue, Mary, Blue.
Not the Marie Celeste.
Marie Celeste, that's the one, son. That's it. That's it.
Upstairs or downstairs. Upstairs or downstairs. Upstairs or downstairs.
But the Marie Celeste was in ponds.
Was it?
An important mystery. People have been trying to solve it for years.
Have they?
Are there any more books?
Supper.
Helen.
And we shall have snow.
I know that one, Supper.
No, Helen.
I do.
Helen, it wants you to know it.
It's in my head, Supper. It's in my head.
Helen, help me catch it. Anyway, it couldn't have been the My Celeste?
It was. I remember now.
Because they found it abandoned and Steele said he sank the ship.
I sank the real one, yes.
What is it, Steele?
The north wind doth blow, and we shall have snow. And what will poor Robin do then, quoth? And hide his head under his wing. Doth blow, and we shall have snow. And what will poor Robin do then?
Helen, stop it!
I know it.
No!
I do, it's in my head and it won't go.
Tell people about Mini Chips Ahoy cookies, you come to me, Spud Webb, the mini man in big-time basketball. These Mini Chips Ahoy are mini, like me. Mini Chips Ahoy. Personally, I like to dunk them.
Xena, Warrior Princess will continue after these messages.
A dilemma. As an adult, I insist on a cereal that offers nutrition. Yet I can't deny that part of me desires frosting! I want frosting! The proper cereal is low in fat, salt, and taste. What about taste?
Relax. With Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats, you can have it both ways. For the adult in you, whole grain wheat, 98% fat-free, no salt added. For the kid in you, lightly frosted, great taste.
I know it goes on my tray. The sweet stuff.
Alien Nation is brought to you by Neosporin First Aid Ointment. For faster healing, it's the one. And by Diet Coke. You'll drink it just for the 1-calorie real cola taste of it.
Just one reason. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke. Just one reason.
All right. So I hope you guys dug Sapphire and Steel, because it's a short. You only get 20-some minutes, but it's a nice, bizarre British supernatural sci-fi, very dry British, and it's so good. I love British sci-fi stuff. So, but we're gonna keep it going. Fire. We're going to go even further out of the way with some Sinbad. And man, like I said, I've been talking to Mark about this one. We talk about this at the gym a lot. And he's like, when was it on? I go, dude, it was not on when I thought it was on originally. And he's like, I don't know if I remember watching it. I was like, you remember watching it? I show him bits. He goes, well, I watched that, but I don't remember it. I'm like, well, okay. So you don't remember it, but you watched it, but you... Okay. All right, Mark.
Fire.
Yep. But Sinbad, man, it is definitely a product of its time. So yeah, that is a product of its time. Thumbs up.
Fire.
Yeah, fire. Okay, good play. So we're gonna give you Sinbad episode 10, and this is Conundrum. Enjoy.
So where is everybody?
Maeve took Dermot to Whaler's Cove to practice her spell casting, and the rest of the crew are off fishing.
And Dubar and Rongar?
They're out searching for a town to have a good time in.
Oh.
You could catch up to them if you hurry.
No, I'd only be in the way.
Nonsense. They were really disappointed you weren't around.
Really?
Really. Come to think of it, I'd feel a whole lot better if you were along to watch out for them. You know how Dubar can get after a grog or two.
Indeed. So you really think I should go?
I'd sleep a lot better knowing they had a chaperone.
Aye, aye, Captain. Don't worry. I'll make sure they behave themselves.
I knew I could trust you.
Rest assured, they won't get into any trouble on my watch. I mean, how much trouble can they get into on such a small island?
How dare you heathens judge us! I saved you one.
How did you find us? It wasn't all that difficult. Sound travels rather far. What happened?
We were walking along the road, minding our own business when we saw this tent.
There was a crowd of people around it, wasn't there, Rongar? Well, we thought surely there was a source of recreation inside, so we tried to enter. They refused us entry. They pushed Rongar. Well, I thought for sure these men weren't educated in dealing with a noble Moor, so...
You decided to educate them.
Exactly. I can't condone inequality.
A noble sentiment. Did you inquire as to why you weren't allowed in the tent?
All I got was gibberish. Maybe they've learned their lesson, eh?
Maybe.
Gentlemen, don't you think it's time we all shake hands, proceed into your tent, and share a good time as equals?
Bilje pilgrimas. Como está juntar?
Vaste bežotam? No, vašte vršotam.
What happened?
Unless I missed my guess, you just sold Rongar.
What? Our friend is not for sale, you heathens! Give him back or you'll feel my wrath!
What's the matter? Too nice a day to study sorcery? Pardon me for trying to relax. Dermot? Are you okay? Is something wrong? No, it must be the heat. You can't be telling me the Dubar's in trouble. Can you? Well, can't hurt to check, right? Lead the way.
You all right, Feroz?
Think I'm concussed.
As long as nothing is broken.
Looks like our friends have taken off. It appears as if they don't want us to follow them.
Why don't you just come right out and say it?
Huh?
It's all my fault. Dubar, big man, the small mind. Go ahead, I've heard it all before. Big muscles, big belly, big mouth, little brain.
But I wasn't.
Oh, look at the big sailor. There's an easy mark. He must be pretty stupid. Well, it just so happens that I'm not stupid. Just impulsive, that's all.
I don't think that of you, Dubar. In fact, sometimes I envy you.
Really?
I've never been big or powerful. Never been able to totally get lost in the moment. You have a way with people I'll never have.
Yeah, I do, don't I? Well, the truth be told, I get envious of you as well.
Honest?
The way you can just take things out of your head and use your hands to bring them into existence? That's a talent I'm in awe of.
Never would have guessed that.
Well, now that I've got my wind back, time to track down those charlatans and rescue Rongar. This may hurt a little. All done. They're heading inland.
How can you be so sure?
The two men's feet aren't calloused. They must be riders. They need a third horse for Rongar. 3 horses, 3 sets of tracks.
But wouldn't they head to the sea to get the prize off the island?
Aye, normally. But these tracks seem to be heading east, toward fresh water. The slave master is still on the island. Come on, let's go and give him another lesson in good manners.
Do you mind if I talk to them first before you start teaching them?
Look, they're coming this way without Rongar.
Let me reason with them, okay? Hello? Excuse me. I was just...
All right, you villains. Tell me where my friend is. Enough gibberish. Talk or I'll start playing Toss the Turban, with your head still inside.
The war is all right. We sold him to Scratch.
Just where is this Scratch?
On the trail. Behind us.
Dubar! Over here!
Give their horses free rein, Farouz. These boys look like they could use some exercise.
Hey, let's go.
Now off with you, before I lose my temper.
Dubar, you're in the teaching mode again, aren't you?
Is this a private lesson, or can anybody sit in?
Sinbad.
Exactly what's going on here?
Nothing, really. Slight misunderstanding.
Dubar got Rongar kidnapped, and now we have to go rescue him. Well, it wasn't his fault. He was duped. We were duped.
Farouz, you're not helping. Some miscreant called Scratch has him. They're holed up down there somewhere.
Well, let's go pay him a visit, shall we?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Rongar! Scratch!
Place seems deserted.
Except for these darn flies.
This is the only structure the Scratch might be hiding in.
Dubar?
I've seen that symbol in the west. If it means what I think it means, then this Scratch is no mere slaver. He's a demon.
There's only one way to find out. Won't budge.
Stand back.
Maybe if we all work together.
Yeah.
Just for once, I'd like to break through a door, find a room on the other side.
We live in a world of magic, little brother.
Yeah, well, the thrill factor's beginning to wear thin.
The door! There's not a trace of it.
Then I guess we move forward. By all that is holy, Rongar! We're not going back, old friend, not without you.
Indeed, we're a team.
One big happy family.
These ropes are bewitched. They have a life of their own.
And this is really going to depress them.
There we go, old friend. That's it. Now we'll find that town and have ourselves some fun, eh? Maybe not.
Hold entity of the Lord of the Flies. Why do you steal my slave?
It's all been a big mistake! We've come to take him home. He's our brother.
We have different mothers. I've never seen such friendship demonstrated before. So touching, so twisted, so torpid. Well, no matter. Now you will all die. And since Dubar and I know each other, I think he'll go first.
Be gone, Scratch. I commanded. Leave these good men be.
Oh, all right.
Whoever you are, thank you!
Sinbad, over there.
Are you the one who saved us?
I am Sudra, the Boeotian, Sinbad. But if you value your lives, you must leave now.
Not without setting you free first. Dubar!
It's as if it were forged in hellfire.
Impossible.
Dubar is right, Firuz. They come from hell itself.
You know us by name. How?
I, too, was a disciple of Dimdim's. I was on my way to warn him of Scratch's arrival when I was captured by Scratch himself. Oh, Sinbad, I am near death. I can't last another day. You must carry on my task. Unless you stop this demon now, he will invade your country and bring it to its knees.
In the West, his image is everywhere. He is feared by all. They say he is responsible for all the evil that men do.
That's convenient.
Don't worry, Sudra. We'll do whatever has to be done. Together. Is there no way to free you from your prison of stone?
There is one way. This throne holds 4 skulls. They are the key to its power. If you could bring back the other 3 skulls and place them in their rightful spots, my arm and legs will be freed.
Consider it done.
But you will have to travel to worlds that no mortal has ever visited and survived, through doors and portals that twist through time and space.
Fascinating. Don't worry, little lady. We're old hands at dangerous voyages.
Tell us, Sudra, how do we begin our quest?
Through that portal lie the skulls. It will lead you through the worlds you must traverse.
We don't have much time.
We have to work fast. Rongar, you and I will go after the first skull. Dubar, you and Firuz go after the second.
It'll be our pleasure.
Keep your spirits up, Sudra. Soon, you'll be able to come and go as you please.
Everything Dimdim said about you is true. Thank you, Sinbad. Thank you.
Guess they were dropped somewhere else. Rongar. You hear that? Look. It's ours for the taking. What on earth? They're coming out of that tree!
Ooh.
rethink our approach.
We're all alone here.
I hope so.
No, I mean Sinbad and Rongar.
They probably went through their own door.
You know, I was wondering.
Of course.
What do you think the 4 skulls represent?
What?
Well, why is it so important for the throne to have 4 skulls? What comes in 4s?
2 pairs of sandals.
I'm serious.
I don't know. There are 4 seasons.
I'll have to think about that one.
I wouldn't worry too much about trying to make sense of it. If the Scratch is behind it, then it's nothing we could ever figure out.
This Scratch is a pretty powerful demon in the West?
The most powerful. He rules an entire underworld.
And he knows you. How?
I'm not sure. When Sinbad was just a toddler, our parents died. We were sailing toward the west. A storm of all storms came up. It had a ferocity I hadn't seen before or since.
Scratch's work?
Who knows? Mother and father disappeared in a huge wave. The entire crew was gone. I was thrown into the sea when the boat broke up. I made my way to a piece of wreckage. I was safe. Even as a child, I was pretty buoyant. Then I saw Sinbad stuck to a piece of the deck. He was going down fast. I knew I was going to make it, but I couldn't let my little brother drown.
So you dove in and rescued him?
I nearly died in the process. The whole time I was struggling to keep the 2 of us alive, I kept hearing this voice saying, "Save yourself. The devil take the baby."
Do you think it was Scratch?
Maybe. He takes men's feelings and twists them to his own cause. Selfishness. Evil.
His drawings didn't look all that frightening.
Evil takes many forms, Farouz.
Here comes one now.
What devil's work is this? Do you like snakes?
Although, logically, they're just another species of life and not inherently evil. No. They give me the willies. How about you?
Logic schmogic. I can't stand them and they can't stand me.
We'll just have to be faster and more agile next time. As long as we know what we're up against, we can figure out a way to fight them. Rongar! What the devil? I see nothing! Rongar! Rongar. Now, when was the last time I met a spirit who wore sandals? Got you, my elusive ambusher.
Get off of me, you oaf! What are you trying to do? Kill me?
In a word, probably.
That's right, Sonny. Take him away from me, or he'll come to great harm. My hat. Give me my hat.
Not so fast.
If they see me, they'll kill me.
You mean the devils by the tree?
The Wind Warriors. They've driven everyone away. I'm the only one left. I get by because they can't see me.
How did you get into this mess?
This used to be quite a spot, you know. All the wind gods used to summer here. Zephyrus, Buatsa, Fusion. Heck, even Quetzalcoatl used to fly near every so often.
What happened?
Times have changed. And so did people's beliefs. The gods just stopped coming around. We wind worshippers stayed and prayed, but all we got were those wind thugs who guard that skull, attacking anyone near that tree. The whole village left. I stayed. I guess I'm old and stuck in my ways. Those wind demons are devils. They are. Real mean.
When your people left, did they leave anything behind?
Almost everything. Half of the wind gods left the sacks behind that they carried the wind in. Empty, of course.
Excellent. I think I've just found a solution to all our problems. If we rid you of all the wind devils, may we have your magical helmet?
Sure, I wouldn't have any use for it. If you can rid us of the wind demons. Do you boys have a plan up your sleeve?
Is the sky blue?
Is that a trick question? I mean, are we talking nighttime here? Those warriors won't notice Sinbad with that helmet on.
Catch! All right, come and get me.
Get him now, Sinbad! Attaboy, kiddo! Knock the wind out of their sails!
Here comes another one! Rungar, catch!
I haven't had so much fun since Telko and Tomar took a bad reaction to cabbage.
Huh?
Oh, that's a long story. How can I ever repay you boys?
I think that's our cue to leave. Here, you better take this, just in case one of your blowhorns breaks free.
No, you keep it. A deal's a deal. I don't know what you boys are up to, but I'm sure it's for the side of good. Maybe that will bring you luck.
Hopefully this will take us to Dubar and Firuz. And the next skull.
No, it's getting harder and harder for an honest man to take a day off these days.
Perhaps if we don't move, stay very, very still.
I hope you have a plan B. Come quickly over here.
Now what? They're almost on us. Look at them. They're animals. They're going to be able to smell us before they can even see us. You go for the skull, I'll create a diversion.
I don't like it.
It's okay, I won't go far. Hey! You! I'm over here, you stuttering cesspool!
Let's go! I think we should make a timely exit.
I bow to your logic.
At least this is a more picturesque location.
Seen many a lovely graveyard, too.
That's my brother. Always the optimist.
Sinbad!
Two down, one to go.
Did you have any trouble getting your skull?
No, heck no. It was a cakewalk.
Right. And ours rolled right into the bag, right, Rongar? Oh, plus, we've been rewarded with this helmet of invisibility. You put it on and poof, no one can see you.
I'd love to examine that.
I think it would be safer with me. Just for now.
Yes, I suppose it could distract me.
Have you located the third skull yet?
No, we thought we'd wait for you.
Yes, there is safety in numbers. Not that we were worried or anything.
Me neither.
If anyone's interested, I figured out why the throne has to have the 4 skulls.
And why is that?
4 elements. The one on the throne already, fire.
And the others?
The 2 we've retrieved, earth and wind, and the one we're after, water.
Why do we need all 4?
Well, alchemists believe that the most powerful magic on earth can be generated by uniting the 4 elements and combining them with the 5th ingredient.
The power of good?
Yes, or evil.
I guess I'm not the only optimist around here. And now, to complete our task.
Why don't I complete it instead, huh? You. The skulls. Now! Why shouldn't I, Olokon, one of the old gods, rule the air and the earth as well as the sea? With that helmet of yours, I'll be able to snatch fire from that throne you were talking about. Oh, I'll be a deity to reckon with then.
I'm afraid we can't allow that, sir. You see, it's our world that's in danger, not yours.
Oh, you're breaking my heart. See, I was looking for a nice world to rule. Yours will do.
There is one other small point. You see, we outnumber you.
Now, we'll forgive you attacking my brother and call this whole thing a big misunderstanding if you put your weapon down and stand aside.
My, how well spoken you are. For an idiot. Look, I'll tell you what. I won't put my weapon down. But I will stand aside. How's this? Why don't you try and take the skull, boys? It's right over there. Go on, boys. Pick up the skull. I'll just call my partner, my orb. You were saying something about me being outnumbered? Now I'll just take the skulls, pick up my helmet, and be on my way to major deity status.
Sinbad, get out of here!
Leave now! I can't leave the helmet with this snake! You go ahead! We're not gonna leave without you! Never! No!
Everything Dim Dim said and more. Oh, I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Yes, we've succeeded. But at a horrible price.
Oh, the loyal Dubar. A brave and noble man. I will always remember his sacrifice.
He was the only family that I'd ever known. Rongar. Let's free this poor woman.
Dermot! Get that feathered freak out of my sight!
Flee this place, Sinbad. You are surrounded by lies, by evil, by illusion.
I don't understand.
Sutra!
What the devil?
I could have raised it better myself, you twit. Now, give me the skulls, or your tinkerer friend dies. Sinbad!
What have you done with Sudra?
You imbecile! There is no Sudra! There never was! You think I'd ask you to do my bidding looking like this?
Your bidding?
I knew all about you from Dim Dim. I was not his student. I was his prisoner. He kept me here to keep me from invading your land. Without the power of the elements, I'm nothing here. Nothing! Now, give me the skulls, or your tinkerer friend dies. Don't do it, Sinbad! He can't help himself now, can he? I knew if I captured one of you, in this case, Rongar, the rest of you would follow. Brave men, heroes all, buddies! Ha! You die for one another. What losers. Now, Captain, either you give me the skulls, or I remove your beloved friend's head.
Dubar died for you!
That big fool deserved to be nothing more than a serpent's snack. Now, Captain!
I've always thought of myself as more of a main course type of fellow.
Dubar!
Thanks for keeping that door open, little brother. And as for you, demon, from hell you came, to hell you can go.
No! Wait! Before you act hastily, I can offer you power! I can offer you fame! I can offer you anything your hearts desire!
You can't buy friendship. You can't buy family. You shall not rule the air.
No! Or the sea!
No! No! Or the land! No!
Shake a tail feather!
I don't know about you all, but I've worked up a pretty big thirst.
Would some wine and rations aboard ship suffice?
You read my mind, little brother. A lovely location, a good menu, plus excellent company. In case anybody on the crew asks, we've been out carousing. I really don't want any of them to know that I caused... Well, that I was the...
That you probably saved the world from the ultimate evil? Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
I never really quite thought of it that way, but... well, I suppose you could tell a couple of the crew members, you know, drop a hint or two. Maybe Maeve could stress just how important...
Dubar?
Just the thought.
Tell everybody how excited we are that 227 is going to be on 5 times a week starting this fall.
Well, you already told them.
Yes, so you can reinforce it.
227 is coming this fall 5 times a week.
And?
And we're really excited.
You don't seem very excited.
Look, beneath this cool reserve is a seething, smoldering core of red-hot, molten excitement.
227, coming this fall to Philly 57. Coming up next, the laughs keep coming with Mama's Family.
Yesterday morning, Mrs. Block sees me eating Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats. Now the whole neighborhood thinks he keeps his eye on nutrition. He loves his Choice Frosted. We're talking serious.
Whole grain wheat.
Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheat cereal is an excellent part of this complete breakfast.
Why can't more kids be like him?
Eric Hennigan, he's got the stuff of heroes, the stuff he ordered from Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats. Cool Grand Hill stuff from $1 to $8.95.
You could get your own stuff.
It's a brand new Kool-Aid Flavor Vision video. Tasty and styling is the new combo in from Island Twist.
Brothers and sisters, raise your hands. Oh, yeah. Meet the jam, a new member of our band.
Slam, slam, slam. Strawberry kiwi. Oh, yeah.
Taste it up fruity like a stream, but it ain't mango berry.
Cause that be me.
Slamming. Strawberry kiwi.
The tasty new flavor from Island Twist.
Strawberry kiwi.
We put so many chocolate cookies into Hershey's Cookies and Cream. You get a mouthful of cookies in every bite of our delicious white chocolate. Hershey's Cookies and Cream. A mouthful of cookies in every bite.
All right, I hope you guys had fun tonight because I don't know. I keep bringing you more of the same stuff, but we're gonna mix it up again in a little bit. But we're gonna keep doing some of the other ones. But I want to read. I got a postcard, and it's Swamp Thing DC comic postcard, and it says, "Hi Cap, I really enjoy SciFridays on YouTube." And questions: what is your favorite artist when you were growing up, and what did you really like about their art? Sincerely, Cooper from Canada. Well, Coop, let me tell you, you got Bernie Wrightson's artwork right here on this. There, I was a huge Bernie Wrightson fan. I absolutely loved his run on Swamp Thing. I love his graphic novel that they did with the Hulk and the Thing. The Batman book he did. The Punisher book he did. I love that. But realistically, I don't know if I had a favorite artist. It depends on what book and who was, big fan of Bernie Wrightson when he did horror. I was a big fan of Art Adams. I don't know if you guys remember Art Adams. Art Adams was one of the co-creators of Long Shot. He did a lot of work for X-Men. Created Monkey Man and O'Brien. Did a lot of fill-in work. He did one of the famous ones with the New Fantastic Four. Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine. He did the artwork on that. He did the Long Shot miniseries. He did a bunch of stuff for X-Men. And he was awesome. I was a big fan of his. Probably a big fan of Paul Smith on his run on Uncanny X-Men. Absolutely loved that. Paul Smith may be, behind John Byrne, one of my favorite X-Men artists. What?
What's my favorite part of music?
I don't know, but
Metallica,
yeah. But that was on there. I don't know, because he worked on so much stuff and he was prolific. I was a big fan of John Byrne growing up. He worked on 3 books I absolutely loved. He worked on Fantastic Four, he worked on X-Men, and he created Alpha Flight with Chris Claremont. I was a big fan of Byrne, but yet again, I don't know if I have a favorite artist, just one. But those are some of my favorite artists. Later on, Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri. I love those. Mark Texiera, his run on Ghost Rider was phenomenal. Tom Mandrake's run on Spectre was great. I love Gene Colan's run on Tomb of Dracula, but was not a big fan of his work on Daredevil. Let's see. I was a big fan of Mike Zeck, who, he worked on G.I. Joe, did a lot of covers for G.I. Joe, did the artwork for Secret Wars, which just hit its 40th anniversary. Is that crazy that the black suit was 40 years ago? Insane, right? Man, I love so many artists for so many. George Perez, man, his run on Teen Titans. I guess if you want to go by the artist who worked on the most books that I read and that I enjoyed, it'd have to be John Byrne. Because X-Men, Fantastic Four, Alpha Flight, I loved all those. Still a fan of his artwork. Not a fan of some of his current art, but I love his early artwork. So there you go, Coop, and thank you for the awesome postcard. It is Swamp Thing, so yes, one of my favorite DC characters of all time. So I greatly appreciate it. This is awesome. This will go into I have a box of stuff when people have sent me letters and stuff. I keep everything. I know it's weird, but I love talking to you guys. And if you guys would like to send the captain something for me to read on air, go ahead and you can send me an email at rugame, A-R-E, letter U, G-A-M-E, 2011 at Gmail. Or you can snail mail it to me at 124 North Sunset Drive, Piqua, Ohio, 45356. And you can send it there. And I will read it as I have the last couple letters, because you guys are awesome. And I want to thank you guys all for being here every Friday, every Saturday, coming in on the weekdays. We have actual 2 episodes in the can, working on the 3rd for Talk and Roll's return. And I have multiple episodes ready to go of group therapy. So those will be back to normal real soon. So on that note, I want to remember you guys. Monday, group therapy. Thursdays, talk and roll. Fridays, SciFridays. Saturday morning serials. You guys are all hanging out here with us. I'm not gonna lie, tomorrow's episode of Saturday Morning Serials is going to be crazy. I wanted to do the ultimate 80s super action Saturday, and that's what tomorrow is. So on that note, I'm gonna tell you guys to take care. I'll see y'all there. Captain out.